konbanwan. Hello, everybody. Wait a second. I feel like things seem wrong to me. You guys can hear me, right? You guys can hear me, right? Okay, maybe the audio is just too loud for me. Hello. Okay. Yes, hi, Bulbasaur, hi, Datu. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Today, we are finally doing the new content of Stanley Parable, and this is probably gonna be my last time streaming this. So, I kind of prefer that. Yeah, I prefer that. Okay. About as clear as crystal. What? It can't be. You can't be about as clear as crystal. It's either clear as crystal or not. There is no in between. Anyway, I'm gonna finally do the new content. So when I started this game, I was told
this is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yeah.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Am I still gonna replay this whole intro?
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk
this is
in
your
room
first time seeing
427
this, it would
and
be
he
cool.
pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Push
Orders
buttons.
came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
You know what, plot
Stanley
twist?
Was happy.
This could actually be like a human experiment.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Suspicious, very sus.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
I wonder
this
if he's
complete
wondering
isolation.
why
Something
the
was
other
very clearly
desks are
wrong.
empty.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
If you think about it, what if he came in on a holiday and he didn't realize it was a holiday? Or what if this was actually like a human experiment sort of thing, and then Stanley was a human experiment? Me and my theories. Hi Takashi, hello. What is this? It's been ages since I've seen a playthrough of Stanley Parable. Did you not see my first 2 streams? This is my 3rd Stanley Parable stream. I could have sworn you were there. But anyway, let's step out of the office. We are going...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I remember now. You know that's funny. I tried to speedrun this thing off stream. I couldn't get it. But anyway, new content, here we come.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Indecisive. The indecisive Stanley, that's who I am. Ooh. What's this? Wait, are you gonna let me go there? Can I go there? Stanley, why can't you jump? Stanley, why can't you jump? But I want to go there. Stupid game. Anyway. What is this? A bunch of text I can't read because I'm blind right now. This is new? This is new? It's moving! I wanna go there. I can't jump. We're in a new place. What's going on? It's an apocalypse.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Ooh.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Okay.
The Stanley Parable
Advertising.
Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
You don't sound thrilled. What's this? I see a door over there that goes in the room. It's a popsicalypse. I didn't see.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
New content. Let's go, new content. Let's go, new content.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
New content. Huh?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Am I gonna do this?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Stanley can jump! Oh, Stanley can jump! Stanley can jump in the circle! Stanley can jump! That's it, that's all that's new. Stanley can finally jump. 2, 1. Fine, I'll do the last jump. That wasn't an achievement? Well, boring. Very boring. I was just complaining about how Stanley wouldn't jump, and now he can.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more.
Oh,
very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Ask and you shall receive. What is this? Thank you for Are you fucking... Wait, are you serious?
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Give me new content. What? Hey, what? Oh, that was a forced restart. Are? It's new content. It's new content. What is this? A short history of the something past surgery? I can't read. I can't read. I hate Mondays. It's the old one. It's the old office. It's new content, but it's not new. It's just new.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Fine. First run. We listen to what he has to say to me. Coffee nut. Vent. This is very Half-Life-ish. For some reason, I want this narrator and GLaDOS to meet. I don't know who that is, but... Okay, it's this way. There's only one
Okay,
way.
you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
What is it? It doesn't look like an office. It looks like... What's that? Oh.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Are we isekai? I don't know. But wouldn't it be cool if a memory zone were real? I want to relive some memories, but I forget things, so it's barely possible for me. The memory zone, okay. Zone, sweet zone. Don't forget the Stanley Parable.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
The Stanley Parable, British something. Huh? Last of Us. They just like covered up they put the tape. Good times. Let's begin again. 2013, the time. Oh, that's the year 2013. Our first kiss, my first car, the release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. Oh god, I remember. Mind control facility. This probably hits the spot for people who played Stanley Parable back in 2013. Wait, this was back when Steam was still on browser, I'm guessing? Or download this demo free. Like before it became an app, maybe? Stanley Skyrim Parable. Okay, so we're going in. A trip down memory lane, smile because it happened. That's it? Go outside, don't play for 5 years. Unachievable, it's impossible to get this achievement. Nominee. Well, they're just bragging about the game. Is it? Is it? Oh, there's more here.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
So how do you review what has become known as fair? And recommend that's quite simple. You don't. I don't know what they're trying to imply, but okay. This is it. This is what I was held off for. New content. What's this? For the love of God, please unplug me. This utter something intuition? The deep carpet, the trips you call commemoration, kill me. I have been pressing this for weeks. We have no something turned off yet. This is kind of dark. Also, I just realized my BGM is still on. What is this? Recommendations from Oversight Committee. Memory zone maintenance. Knowing your city. Well, I'll go there later. I can do that later. Let's go to the top. What's this? Person of the Year, Stanley Parable. I'm guessing this is where they want me to go. Then there's never the end. Then your number is 29. Top 10 memories, yada yada yada.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
People play
The
games
Stanley
because
Parable
of
is
what
both
they
a
can do
richly
in your game.
stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
The bad, spectacularly funny. Oh, the good. Packed with meaningful choices that offer delightful, surprising results. Simultaneously incredible, smart, and wicked entertainment. Oh, bad. Okay. That's it? There's nothing else left for me? Are you just forcing me to restart? Oh, what's this? The Serious Room. 2013. Oh, there's more here. The greatest wealth is memory.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
Okay. That's it. Okay, so there is nothing there. Oh! They finally opened it. Okay.
Wait. Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Soft drinks. It looks like the one from Half-Life. Oh.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Hey. Not recommended, honestly.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I can walk here. I cannot walk there. Can I go up here? I feel like it doesn't give me any other choice where to go. Such as... Oh, Pata-chan's here. Hi, Pata-chan. Fuck you. Wait, bye? What? Well, You're already in the memory zone. How did you like the jump circle? Oh, you low-key want to make a clip out of that. You know, it was ironic. Like, I didn't know what I was expecting in this game. It was ironic how I was like saying, why can't Stanley jump? Because like when I entered the new content, I was like trying to jump to the other side. They wouldn't let me. And then suddenly they present me the jump circle, and I don't know. I was amused at that time, and now I'm confused in the memory zone. That's what's going on. I miss when sodas were 50 cents. How much is 50 cents? Did I ever encounter a time when sodas were that cheap? I'm not too sure. Now this is starting to feel like a Half-Life. At least the atmosphere. It is, right? Oh, more not recommended.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley?
No
I'm not
choice
preachy,
in
am I?
thing over and over.
You can
for
tell me if I'm
some
preachy.
reason.
Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
It's
This
neither
is
of
actually
which.
quite shocking for me.
It is
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Dear.
Oh, there you
What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Not recommended.
What's this one got to say?
That's supposed
You
to be a
constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay. Alright. Push it. Push what? You can tell when Akari is into the game when she stops reading chat for several minutes. Oh yeah. That's kind of true. It shows, doesn't it? Anyway, I do my best to read you guys.
And here it
comments.
is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people.
I'm
And
just
if the
listening
people
to what
want
he has to
silence, then
say.
my goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this.
Okay.
The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once.
I feel
so,
like this
now
is
you
something
see, blah,
I would
blah, blah,
say.
blah, 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 blah. We've
Let's
eaten
make
too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore
Therefore, it
becomes
becomes
impossible to
impossible.
manufacture. It went
Okay.
on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth.
He just
until
repeated
inevitably
it.
we all-
Okay, we're done.
Oh, you're back, you see? You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think.
Okay.
So my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander
I'm bored.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
I
but
did.
That's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45... Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Yeah?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Yes.
You're back.
I'm back.
Oh, my goodness. I have
Hi.
someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
I think that's what he wants, right?
Oh...
Hi.
Hello, it's you. You're
Hello.
here again. Welcome.
Hello.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about every...
Yeah? You still here? I never checked the time. Oh, the clock is gone. But the clock never moved. The door is gone.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But
Poor
where
narrator.
are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said,
Now
entertain
you'll never
us.
find out
It
what
wasn't
you
enough.
would
They had
have
to leave a pathetic little thumbs
said.
down review and make...
I don't think he... It's okay. He's just saying the same things over and over. It's alright. Poor narrator. He's been alone for years by now. Oh! The button! Oh, the button! Wait, I'll press the button. I press the button. Yay!
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
It's
is
never the end, it's 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 never the end. I'm out of breath. It's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the... Okay, I'll stop. I'm sorry, that's annoying. Is he still there? How much longer are we doing? Oh, it's raining here. It's wet. Is that rain? It's water. Okay. We're just gonna keep pressing it until... Oh, everything's getting destroyed. Oh, so the water was something. It broke stuff. You can just like see things deteriorating slowly. The door disappeared though. Ah, there is light. Oh no, the clock is gone. Probably from earlier. Okay. Hi. Will you let me out? Oh, the button. No, the button's mine. Wait. Skips 10,000 years already. It's going round and round and round. This is like 10,000 years later. I guess it makes sense. Like, there are already trees growing. Am I gonna see like a giant tree growing here? Oh! What happened? Give me a button. Okay. Are we done? The sounds are getting creepy. The sounds are getting creepy. I want to skip because it's creepy. I want to skip because it's creepy. Okay. Oh, yay! Is the button gonna show up again? Is the button gonna show up? Did it break? Did the button break so it won't work anymore? I want button. I want button. Please give me button. No button. I'm sad. No more button. I want my button. Hey, my button! Button's gone, guys. You skipped ahead 1,000,000 of years. Is that a reason for the button to break? Button should still be working. It's not working anymore. No more button. What is this? Oops. That was the end. Rip button. Yeah. That was it?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. With all the lights and stuff.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. I couldn't go back. Alright. Hurry up. Hurry it up. Okay. We're not going through the same thing all over again, are we? Okay. Hurry it up. Hurry it up. Yeah. Let's go, let's go. Okay. No, let me out. I can't get out.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
It's dark.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
There is a Stanley Parable 2? What is this? Considering that most of the things humans build only last slightly after the guarantee, usually 2 years, that button was pretty sturdy. I guess you're right, but
yes,
still.
You see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Testing 2 printers at the same time. Okay. Investor Showcase.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
Photos of
It's
painting.
future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising
Photos
potential.
of painting. Is it? Are you gonna let me in somewhere? Oh, it opened. It opened. Am I gonna be able to read something here? What are these? Nothing. There's nothing here. One more TSP. Better TSP win-win sequential mindshare paradigm shift. Brick and mortar approach. Envelope client-centric marketing. The color red. Leverage holistic value. Alright. What is this? There's nothing. Oh, there's a drawing. Yeah, alright. New content part 2 is in. Boring sections off the chart. Cool red section off the chart. Old buses, new hotness. They're back. 2 doors. Okay. The 2 doors are back. You're gonna show me 2 doors. Stanley Parable 2. Oh, they tried different logos. Okay. What is this? Stanley Parable calling out remakes and remasters? So this is a second game. It's not It's not a remake, it's a second game.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
What is this? 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils. Who took the red marker? Me. Huh? What's all this about? Also, I don't get what's 427. Why 427? 2. Why is it 427? Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. Sequels are good, they say. 427 is Stanley's. Oh right, I completely forgot that he was employee number 427. I forgot that. Let's see. This way to the show floor. Valued investors. New content. New features. Am I going here? This is where you want me to go? They're not giving me a choice where to go, like there's no other way out of here. Wow, the effort that they put into designing all this. The Stanley Parable to reassurance
Go on,
bucket.
try out some of the new features.
Can I jump? Merch. I saw the new content. The t-shirt is the best new feature. The end is never the end again. There's new content? Am I supposed to... New screenshots. The Stanley Parable. There's too much stuff. I'm confused. I'm too confused. Why are there too many choices? I only want 1 or 2 choices. 2 actually. It's fine. Wait, why are there so many doors? Hear your name in the game. Oh, okay, that would be cool, but... The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
You're gonna say
Isn't
my
that
name?
wonderful?
Will you say my name? Am I gonna hear you say my name? I would like that. Okay. Can you pronounce my name properly?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you roleplay as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay,
like
here we
this.
go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind,
Say
forget
my
whoever you
name!
are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Fine.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim,
Hi,
falling
I'm
in
Jim.
love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim,
I
and
am
as
Jim.
Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I am Jim.
If
My
so,
name is
then
Jim.
please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
Jim.
I'm putting the Jim button away.
Jim.
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you
Jim.
actually
Jim.
are.
Jim.
No! I'm Jim. But I'm Jim. But I'm Jim. Well, that's boring. Wait, oh, I'm reading. What is this? Jim, not Steve. Lim. This is your favorite part of the game? Super Mario 2. Actually, Super Mario 2. Okay, the sequel stuff, right? I've always wanted to play Super Mario. Anyway, is the narrator Jim? I don't know. Hi, Nick. Hello. I love your streams. Thank you. I am Jim. No, I'm Akari again. This is lame. He took my button away. The Jim button is gone. I'm no longer Jim. I'm only Jim when there's a button to press. No button, no Jim. Enjoy the new
I suppose I could
features.
allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable too. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
So you want me to like explore everything? Let's go to the reassurance bucket. Since people normally look for
A common
reassurance.
complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it
What does that
engendered a
mean?
chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You
Can I
may
hold
even
it?
come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to
Can
be
I hold it?
honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on,
Board
give it a
members,
try.
please note that you must use the following terms often as possible. Synergy, incentivize, unpack, ping, deep dive, reach out. We do not call, we do not email, we simply... Wait, we reach out. No one can complain if we are simply reaching out. It's like a friend, like a lover. Oh, am I supposed to read everything synergy? No one but us actually knows what this means. It adds to our prestige. Incentivize. This refers to the metaphorical whip which provides the incentive. Unpack refers to looking for meaning in a big pile of rubbish. Ping, send a message, childlike onomatopoeia, which probably makes us sound cute. Ping. Okay. Deep dive, discuss in depth, makes a tedious meeting sound like more of an undersea adventure. Good for motivation. Whatever. That was boring. I can hold this now? Why are you laughing?
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact,
Huh?
can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Huh?
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
The reassurance
The benefits
bucket?
of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Can I put it down? Do you expect me to like carry this all around? That's it? I'm just gonna carry this bucket? Well, that's a burden. But okay. I would have liked the crowbar better, or a gravity gun. That's it? I'm just gonna hold this?
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
No screenshots, please. Print screen. Print screen.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th birthday. Oh, there. Screenshot. F12. Oh, it's F12. It's F12. F12. That's it? Oh, there it is. F12. Get well someday. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece. I like this one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece it is.
No! I wanted the other one!
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
No!
Come now. You've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
No! I chose the other one! They said no screenshots. I've been taking screenshots. Collectibles. Oh, there was more stuff inside. Okay. Maybe the bucket you can play horror games. With the bucket you can play horror games. And then what? Something comes out of the bucket? That would be disturbing. 2. Free new easy achievement. New content. Exit. The jump circle. I have no jumps.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yes.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
No! I want to jump! You're lame. Why would you limit the jumps? Exit. Stanley Parable 2. There's the merch. Oh, okay. There's the merch stuff. New free easy achievement. Expo Hall 2 jump circle. This map free achievement. You are here. Exit. Jump circle exit. Oh, that's the exit. Okay. Can you find them? Can you find them? Collect them all. Can you find them? Of course we're gonna get the easy achievement first. I want an achievement. Because that's my free achievement. Pull the lever, achieve your new achievement. No more steps, it just works. Get yours right now. You used all your jumps right? Yeah, I did.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Okay. Is there something if I left some jumps? I don't want to pull you yet, but fine, I'll pull you.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers,
I want it.
We hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I want it. But well, that's lame. It just works. It doesn't work. It's broken. Yeah, let me go here. Is there something here? Nothing. They just put this little space to make me think that there's something, but there's nothing. I feel deceived. I've been deceived. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, Mr. Narrator.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
This one, I think. Oh. Can you find them?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Stanley looks miserable. Look at his face. Okay. I will take it. That's it? Is there more? Huh? That's it? You're not gonna let me get the others? Are there more? Are they hidden?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
But I want it. Where are the rest of it? Collectibles, A9. So I've done the jump circle, free achievement, saying the name, merch, settings, world champion. I haven't seen that one. Infinite hole. There's an infinite hole. Are the stuff around? It's some sort of job at Peter Molyneux. Don't we all? Everybody wants a collectible. So the room is a jab at the Korok seeds in Zelda. And Pokemon in a sense too. Not just that, like even is that Modern Warfare that also has collectibles? Yeah, I think. GTA has collectibles too, right? It's a common thing. Am I missing it? Are there actually collectibles or was he just putting a tease? Office decorations. Infinite hole. Office decorations and infinite hole is here. I'm looking for the infinite hole. Is it down here? God. Well. Lame. Give me what I want. Maybe it's here. Infinite hole. Time, depth, hole like infinity. Time like infinity. Opening. Rim, depth, surrounding area. Are these the office decorations? Hole entrance. Infinite hole chart. Educational use only. It just keeps going. Okay. Is this the hole?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I can't jump. I can't jump. Fine. We're falling. We're falling.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
What happens if I leave it?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
What if I don't?
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
What happens if I don't? I'm not
Okay,
bored
Stanley,
yet.
I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is
It's
it
not-
a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the
Infinity.
infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Oops. It's not
Okay,
infinite.
Well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
2 p.m. to everyone.
Things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. I cannot unsee that. Every pause button is a Roman. Actually, I've always wondered, why does the pause button look like that? Like, how would make sense? Oh, is it 2 lines and there's a gap in between? Wait, I'm smart. I'm actually smart. The pause button is actually 2 lines with a gap in between. Therefore, it's a pause. It's a break in between. I am a smart dog. I'm a very smart dog. What is this? Let's get on Jim's nerves by falling forever. It puts the lotion on the skin and gets the hose again. What? I guess there's nothing left here but the pause button. Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the 2 of us. Just the 2 of us. Just the 2 of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the 2 of us. You and I. Why does that sound like lyrics to a song? But anyway. Could be lyrics to a song. G. I guess I don't have a choice. The last comment was from a movie. Oh, okay.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Yay!
If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Okay.
Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Sure.
Well,
yes.
There it is.
Ah!
Is this still appealing to you?
No!
I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
My hole is gone.
Is the, teleport button not working?
It's not.
You
it's
sure?
not working.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
Please fix it.
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone.
No.
You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
No, I want to get out.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
No! Take me out of the hole! Wait, is he seriously leaving me in the hole? Did I ruin the game? Did I break the game? I don't have a jump. I can't jump. Let me out! This was a joke! Best part of the game soon. You don't want to leave the hole anymore. Did I break the game? I'm sorry! No, it's going down! No! Wait, this is an ending? I didn't want this ending! Goodbye. Goodbye, world. This is the end. I didn't know this was an ending! I was just curious! I was just curious! Don't do this to me! I don't want to be down here. I don't want to be down here. I want to go out. I want the exit. Change your perspective. Do I want to? What happens if I just let it keep rolling? Doom game over moment. We're sinking. We're sinking. Let's see how deep it will go. Meeting at 2 p.m. Just the two of us? No, this is different. This is meeting at 2 p.m. Where's the just the two of us? There it is, next to the pause button. Am I still going lower? I feel like it stopped moving. Fine. It didn't take me up. It just changed the perspective. I'm going down. This is kind of creepy. What happens if I keep changing my perspective? It's a horror game? Hi, Mochi! Hello! It's not horror. It's not. But fine. Let's change perception. It's like a song. I'm like trying to make a song at this point. I should stop. Anyway, you skipped through all the good songs. Oh, there were good songs? I was kind of like making up my own song. I thought I was making like a beatbox of some sort. So this is like a music box now. There's the song. Yeah, the nose. Yeah, see the nose again. The nose. What's the H button for? I don't know. Actually, we should find out. Ooh. Oh. Oops. Change perspective to see more of the reality. Change yourself. Oh! Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cute! Come here. Let's change the music while we're doing this. Huh? Is that the full video? I think it is, yeah. So let's change the reality. Oh, there's more. There's more. Let's wait for it to cycle. How many did you put? Okay, that was it. That's the last one. Okay. Change yourself. Ooh! Oh. Change perspective. Oh, huh? There you are. Okay, change yourself. Ooh. Wait, change your perspective. Ooh.
Stanley!
Oh, hello.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
Okay.
You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Are you gonna let me out? Show me the ending. I'm ready to restart this game. Whoops. What? That was the whole ending?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
That was it. It was a forced restart. The button that says Jim, that's Jim. Oh, they changed it. You heard Jim in the game. Oh, okay. If I go in, let me guess. Are they gonna make it? Okay. What if I go back to the hole? Are they gonna... The button is gone. I have no button. Sad. I'm not Jim anymore. I'm Akari. I'm Akari and no one will ever change that. Not even a button. Hear yours today. Such a liar. Such a liar. Scam. Name. It's your name. It's not. It's a Jim name. It's a Jim button. There is no button. Okay. So, there is no screenshots, please. Red is the new orange. It's not doing anything. The new updated ray traced more of the same, but in a good way, sequel to the new features, new content, new ideas. New achievements. That's new. Where's the hole? Where's the hole? No screenshots. Is this the hole? Did they close it maybe? Yeah, they did. The hole is gone. I ruined it. Okay. Was that all of it? I feel like I missed something. There's new furniture. Unless I already went to that one. I went in there. What's up here? Settings World Champion. That's new. What's new? What is this? I'm watching a romance anime now where the girl is called Akari. Unless you want to watch the funny merch video. Funny merch video? There's a merch video? I do want to watch it. I want to watch it. There you are. Okay. I want video. They're back. 2 doors. Okay. Where's my phone? Can I will try to use the... Wait, I can't see you guys' message, okay? I'm doing the QR code. QR code. Oh, there it is. It works. StanleyParable2.com. Do I want to show you guys what I'm seeing? You guys can do the QR code too. It works when I did it here. Welcome to the official website of the Stanley Parable 2. Okay, I want to share this with you guys. Is there a way I can share this? StanleyParable2.com. What's in there? Okay, let's see if I can share this in a way that it's... Alright, let's do this. Okay, I will show you the website, if it's gonna let me. ATS, I guess I could have sworn I had one. Browser. Window capture. Let's use my Duolingo one. Okay. Whoops! There you are. Okay. Let's close that. Okay. Whoops. I should... Okay! You don't have a smartphone, so I can't... Oh, okay. It's alright. You don't have a smartphone. It's alright. We're here. It's not really watch, actually. It's or we could, actually. Direct YouTube link. That's new. If you're more of a prequel sort of person, check out the Stanley Parable. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of the exhibit. Join the Crows Discord. Follow us on Twitter. Do I want to check them out on Twitter? Wait, I'm gonna... Okay, it doesn't show. Alright. Okay, wait. I clicked the Twitter account. I'm curious. Crows. The Stanley Parable Ultra is out on Steam, Switch, yada 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 yada. Happy 427. This means it's been 1 entire year since the release of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. They have news. You know what? I'm gonna follow you just because. Should I? Okay, followed. I followed. Okay, so we're going back. Expo Hall, learn more, taste the sequel. Let's watch the video before we click anything. It's 10 minutes! We're gonna watch the whole thing?
Say there, Timmy. What's that you're enjoying? Why, it's breakfast, of course. Everyone loves breakfast. But did you know that breakfast is getting a sequel? That's right. It's called Lunch. And critics are raving that lunch will be everything breakfast was and more. With a little luck, we may even get a trilogy series out of it. Say, you know what a sequel is, don't you, Timmy? Why, sequels are the world's way of clinging helplessly to the past. We all want more of the things we love, and we're all afraid of change, which is what makes sequels so popular. New ideas are dangerous, Timmy, and they can lead to early aging. This eager-minded young thinker is just 29 years old. That's why we have sequels, to keep us couched in the familiar and the comfortable.
Huh?
Sequels are the bedrock of a healthy, functional society. And if you look around you, you'll find them everywhere you go. For instance, this man is developing a sequel to the automobile, which we'll call the vertical automobile. It's a useless, impractical invention. And in 2 days' time, the man will be publicly stoned to death for his crimes against gravity.
Huh?
Not all sequels are heretical.
Okay, let's not watch this. Breakfast 3 dinner. You have a classic Nokia phone? That's cool. They say those are the strongest, most durable phones ever. Taste the sequel. Taste the sequel. No, nothing. Learn more. Stanley Parable. Watch the trailer. Get it on Steam. Listen to soundtrack. Sign me up. Okay. Okay, I'm bored. Where was I? Wait, why did it disappear? Oh, there you are. Okay. But me using Vivo Loudest speaker. Branch, Linear, Din Fast are the spin-offs. That's smart. Anyway, so what are we doing? I forgot what I was doing. Okay, we're done with this. We're done with this. You said there's a new merch video. You said there's a new merch video. What is this? Office decorations, mostly infinite hole. Is this the office decorations page? Okay. Where? That's the infinite hole. Easy achievement. I guess that was the office decorations. Please no screenshots. The jump circle. Collectibles exit. The exit is that way. Anyway. So we go this way. World champion. No, we're going here. This is where we were going. Okay. So we go this way. Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
I'm starting to get the whole joke of this thing. It's just like teasers of what Stanley Parable 2 could be. So where's the video you're talking about, Ria? I can't find it, and I'm reassurance bucket. We already have that. 344. I'm almost done with this. We're done with this. What was that? Are you hearing that? What's that? I'm hearing something like some static of some sort. I forgot how I went up. How did I go up? Akari, is that your phone sound? No, it's not. Oh, that was the video. Yeah, it's too long. We're not watching that on stream because if I watch 9 minutes of that, that takes up the time of exploring this place. I'm sorry. But yeah, guys, it's on StanleyParable2.com if you want to check it out. I'll probably watch it at my own time, but not on stream. So that's new. Oh, okay. We've been there. We're going up here. That sound is to trick players into thinking they put their phone too close to the monitor to take pictures. I see. Okay. I knew this. It sounded familiar, but I wasn't too sure what it was. Settings world champion. Ah! This thing is a scam. This place is a scam. It's not a Stanley Parable 2. It's a scam. There's nothing. There's nothing, guys. Do you have time to become the settings world champion? The door only opens if you change every single setting. I don't know how to do that. I guess that's it. That doesn't work. Well, I guess that's it. Ria, if I missed anything, please tell me now, because otherwise we are heading out. 2 times New Roman, 2 road gigs, transport heavy. Oh, these are different fonts. Keep on trucking. What's this? Text I cannot read. Silanto Chip. That's pronounced Chepatlabuka Pinto. Did I pronounce it right? I can't. I'm sorry. Well, you change all the settings and enter there. Change all the settings. Okay, let's see if I can. Okay, let's do this. 80. Narrator volume.
This is the story.
I forgot my setting. Let's leave it at 60. 70. You can't, I think you can't leave them on default volume, but not sure. VSync, full screen, borderless, windowed. I really want to change it. Do I need to hit apply? Did it go back? Simplified controls. Rebind so interactions don't require specific buttons. I think you can't leave them on default. Okay. Does that do anything? Audio. Let's leave you at 80.
This
The guide says to get this, you have to go through every single slider option within settings and go through every single number. Oh my god, are we seriously doing this on stream? Let me think. 8, 9, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Let's put you back at 7. It was 75, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 5. Okay. I already did this. So the slider is the problems. Okay, the slider is the problem. Oh my god, we're doing until 100? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Still faster than the baby game. I guess. But isn't this boring to you guys? Like, I'm just going through every number on the slider using my keyboard to make sure I don't miss a single number. Just put you back. I already went through everything anyway. 70 will do. Okay. Alright. Do I have to do it like slowly to make sure it registers?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I see.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Maybe this will work.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
So the baby game,
This is the story
I don't think
of a
I'll do
man
that
named
even on my
Stanley.
own time. That is just crazy. How many hours
This
was
is
it?
the
4
story of a
hours?
man named Stanley.
8 hours? Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oops. All this just to open a door. I bet if you can open it, you'll get something like congratulations, you are the settings world champion or some crap like that. I know, right? Like, I'm working so hard just for a bunch of text to give me some sort of sense of accomplishment, worthless sense of accomplishment. And now I have been influenced by the narrator. I'm saying the same things the narrator probably would. Okay, I've already gone through all that. Sound, oops. This will do. Okay. 4 hours and that's only if you don't fail. Yeah, imagine failing at some point in between. Like, what if you failed at 3 hours and 59 minutes and then you just have to do it all over again? Okay, thanks for hanging out. Rest well, good night. Okay, so what are we doing? Let me do this. Video. I didn't get anything. Reset key bindings. Let me open my browser. Did I open it? Okay. What was I doing? World settings. Stanley Parable. World settings champion. In order, you set every possible values. Once done, the settings will open and you can unlock the bumpacity setting. Okay, I'm gonna go through an actual guide. The only two VTubers ever cleared that baby game live stream. It usually takes 6 hours because it's likely you'll feel after 2 hours. Okay. Well, I've never streamed for. I mean, I have, but no. Anyway, field view. Oh, there's a setting I missed. Wait, settings. Oh my God, there's a lot. Wait, let me check. Double check to be sure. Beyond it, you'll also be able to enter and earn brand new bumpacity. Okay, so this is what I missed apparently because I wasn't scrolling. I already did this a million times. Wait, let's get back to English. Okay. Let's do the dot. Whoops. We're really doing this. I said it before. Okay, that's the same thing as that. Yeah, I do remember you mentioned that before. But seriously, I have absolutely no patience to go through that baby game. I don't know if it ever shows. It probably does if you're perceptive. But I think it shows on my streams how impatient I am. I'm a very impatient dog. So I don't think I would be able to last in a game like that. I'd get so bored. Like, I do the most ridiculous things, but I can't do repetitive things for hours and hours. My limit is probably a couple of minutes. That's about it. Changing settings is an entire game in itself. Okay, you know what? If setting these sliders doesn't change it, we're done. We're exiting. And then that would be the end of it. Yes. But I'm using my keyboard buttons to make sure I don't miss a single number. I don't know if this actually works. I know I've changed all these sliders on my first game playthrough, and then it didn't register, so I gave it up and said I'd do it off stream. I haven't done that off stream, by the way. So we're not doing that. Let's see, changing settings. Oh no. Low battery. Okay. So that's how this works. How many? The reticle size is really big now. Are we gonna leave it at, let's leave it at a really big size just for the heck of it. A video game about changing settings is an interesting topic. Maybe? I'm not interested. I don't think I'm interested. I'm interested in being able to change my settings, but to make the game itself about, I'm not really gonna get into that, I don't think. We're gonna leave this really big. I think it's up to 550. No, it's 540. Okay. Oh god. Okay, no, it's not that. Not as big as the other number. Akari just does it for the achievement. Yeah. You know, that's funny. I took this test A gamer motivation test. I think you guys can Google it because my sister sent it to me. And then, like, most of my answers were like, I'm not obsessed over achievements as much as a friend of mine that I know, but this is ridiculous. I'm not as patient. If it were my other friend, he would do everything to open this door. I just try, and then if I fail, I fail. What did I miss? Okay, let's see. I've done this, this doesn't work. You have to toggle every language. Through the cycle, all the sliders have been completely checked to trigger the achievement. Beyond getting the achievement, yada yada. So use the D-pad. You also need to select show subtitles and show transition labels. Cause new sliders for yada 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 yada. Okay. Please tell me, what did I miss? I think that's what I missed. I think this is what I missed. Subtitle background opacity enabled with show subtitles. Is that the only one I missed? Please show me the achievement after this. I'm working so hard. How dare you? It didn't show up! Okay, we're doing this for the achievement, for an effing achievement. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm obsessed over achievements, but not obsessed enough. I will keep whining until I get this achievement. Also, I just realized I was doing the... Still nothing coming up. Oh, there! Oh, there! Oh, there! Ha! Oh my goodness! I got the achievement. What? Where is it? Oh, there.
Aha! I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion achievement. Well
Oh my goodness.
You've experienced every setting.
It was me just for
Traveled
you.
to
They will
all
never
corners of the settings
set the same,
menu.
so
There's
every-
nothing you haven't seen. So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting. Something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity? Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu. We'll sort the rest of the details out later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
Is it here? He says it's in the settings. Oh, there you are. Let's set it at 1,000 for no reason. Anyway. Okay, as long as you guys aren't bored of me going through the sliders. Like, sometimes I worry about doing tedious things. That was the last one, right? We can exit now, right? Oh, let's exit now. This is the perfect time to check out the ending to Stanley Parable 2. Goodbye, Stanley Parable 2 Ultra Deluxe. Where's the end? Exit is here. Okay. He hasn't figured it out yet. Yeah, what it does. Okay. Okay, Ria, before I step out, did I miss anything? Before I step out, I just need to make sure. I'm waiting for like a confirmation of some sort. Or I think you're good. Okay. Alright. So we're about to leave this place.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready
Yeah.
to move on now?
Yeah. Why is there a bag in the middle of nowhere? Look at that. It is interesting the way they designed that. I don't know how to describe it, but it's interesting. Anyway, it's like the entire map itself is the being of Stanley. That's kind of what it looks like it's implying. There's nothing up here. There's nothing up here. No screenshots. Doing screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
That's it?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go.
Stanley Parable
Version
convention
2.
based on this.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Do it now. Alright. Oh! Oh! Oh, they made a new menu. That's it? Wait. Am I gonna hit begin game? There's actually a Stanley Parable 2? Should I end it here? Is this long? Is this a full game? Wait, let's find out. Is this a full game? Click to
This
skip.
is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on
Are you
his
gonna
desk,
show me new stuff?
telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
That's it?
Stanley was happy.
That's it, right?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh, this is
Something
Stanley
that would
Parable
forever
2.
change Stanley.
They just
something
changed the
he
logo,
would never quite
but it's
forget.
the same narration.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him
Happy
instructions,
birthday. They
call a
left the
meeting,
balloons.
or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So... Is there anything you hear? Just wait for it. Okay. I still can't jump. Up, let me out! No, I made a mistake. I made a mistake.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the
Well,
pressure.
mistakes were
What if he had to make a
made.
decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
That was
In
my
here
dad.
I can be happy forever. I will be
I
happy.
am.
Stanley waited. Hours passed.
It's
Then days.
funny.
Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew
Did
for
I
sure
close it or
beyond
did
any
they
doubt
close it?
was that if he waited long
Are
enough,
you laughing?
the answers would come. Eventually,
You just
someday,
can't
they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
What
Now
check
it's
button?
just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Well, okay, yeah, I'm gonna walk out.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this once and for all. We're gonna finish this once and for all. We just added balloons.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging
Wait,
him to
it's not
pick it
here,
up.
right?
Why was he not doing it?
The new content door is gone. I was pressing a check button. Where's the bucket?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
There's a bucket? I didn't ignore a bucket. Did I ignore a bucket? Oh, there you are.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Awaiting input. Whoops. Well, she doesn't see it. I noticed there was no new content door, so let's do this.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay. I'm just gonna listen to instructions. Amazing.
Still no one was here.
Do not alter without
Stanley needed the
consulting
bucket's warmth and
whiteboard
comfort now
manager.
more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket.
Okay.
This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial
gonna
and
wait for
convenient?
this?
That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I'd never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
Your waifu is
Expand on the
shit.
wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
Your
Go
waifu
through
is
each of them
shit.
point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket,
Okay,
as they
I'm
have
done.
changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
From closet. Your waifu is shit. That's it? That was it?
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we
Okay.
go.
What?
There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion.
It's mine.
Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
That's it? Are they done? Is this the broom closet ending?
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Which means?
That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Okay. You're not? Fine. I'm out. You're not fine, I'm done.
You know
Let's
what?
go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Stanley and the bucket. Okay, it's the same thing. Alright, let's go to our usual ending. Has this door always been opened? Elevator ending.
Stepping into
What's
his
the
manager's office,
code?
Stanley was
Was
once
it
again
2485?
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
You don't
At
need to
this
buy it,
point,
you can have
Stanley
it
was
made.
so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply
forgot the
being
code.
near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
No help. Okay. Wait, he said the code, I forgot what it was. 2845?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Thank you.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Did I miss any of the figurines? Or is that the only one? Okay.
The
Okay.
elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an
Whee!
unknown fate.
We.
It would be
Let me
all
in.
Stanley could do to keep himself
me
together,
out.
if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that
I
in
missed
this
one?
darkest moment of uncertainty, he would
Well,
be right. The
When?
bucket is
I
here
don't
for you,
remember.
Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I guess I did miss one. That's too
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Let's just do this. Oh, there it is. I thought I lost my bucket.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both
Kanzaki.
wondered to
Hello.
themselves.
I'm about to finish Stanley Parable 2. It's Stanley Parable 2. I need to rename my stream and name it Stanley
The
Parable
monitors
2.
jumped to life,
I shall
and
do that
Stanley
right
nearly
now.
dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears.
I have
as
named it Stanley
cradled it
Parable
gently,
too. That's the name of
reassuring
my
it
stream.
that everything would be fine.
I have become... Yay! You got your membership! Yay!
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No!
Okay.
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
No!
His own life in someone else's control, never!
Never.
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
It's just
At this
all
point,
about
he could
Stanley and the
trust
bucket
no
at this
one
point.
Except for the bucket.
Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
Mind
labeled with
control
emotions.
status
Happy
offline.
or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way.
High
And the
five.
bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Let's do this. Me and Bucket forever. This is my favorite ending, the true ending.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley
Roller
wanted to
skate?
sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
What?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and... What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Wait.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket,
No.
needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths.
Bucket, we've been through so much together. I will not leave you.
Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms, not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room, but at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
What? Find out what? Yeah, I'll just do this quickly. I
All of
wanna
his co-workers were gone.
I'll do
What
this
could it
quickly.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did I miss it? You said I missed one. I was just staring at it. I was staring at it?
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
You said I saw it.
Stanley clutched the
go
bucket
through
tightly
here.
to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Did I miss it?
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
We'll do this quickly.
and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I didn't see the figurine. A large room of lots of boxes, stairs, something to do with it. Somewhere red and blue, nearby a fireplace. A private but smelly place for an important person. Oh, it was in the bathroom. I didn't see it. Okay, wait a sec. Trust the completionist instinct. Not. Maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the frick up. Bottom text. The room is such an Akari room. You think so? How? Small floating object across after you synergize our resources to ensure the retrieval. Many more questions. There are no memo for the management. Okay.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remit. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I hear something. There you are.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Okay. So there's one in the bathroom. Where's the other one? A completionist room. Have I really given myself the title of being a completionist? Because I don't think I have. There you are.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Okay, so where was the other one? I mean the other two? Okay. Somebody tell me the location of the other two, just so we're done and over with.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Bucket, yeah, bucket. We're missing... Where are the other two? Oh, stairs! Wait, stairs? Maybe it's there at the... lots of boxes. So there's a lots of boxes room that has it.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway, but of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for.
Okay, I wanted to do the off button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Okay. Let's go. Maybe I need to do a different ending to find them.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that
you mean the on button? Yeah, that the on button. That's what I'm here for. It's the one ending I haven't
Was
done.
the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
It's all about the bucket.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
I
His
have
own
become
life
one
in someone else's control.
with the
Never!
bucket.
He squeezed
I am
the
one
bucket
with the
tighter.
bucket.
His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except
Trust no
the
one
bucket.
but the bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
We'll do the
Walking,
on button.
eating, working, all of it monitored
Here
and
it is, we're
commanded from
finally
this very
here.
place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Oh.
Birds. Silly, silly birds. The control buttons became active again. Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all.
It wasn't?
It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
That's
Of
it?
all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Is this an ending? That was it? That was the one ending I haven't done? The silly birds ending? That's what it was called? Well. Fine. We'll just do this last one. Stanley figurines. Locations. Okay. I'll do this in a way that I will not see what happens when I collect them. I just need to know where it is. So I got the first one. Nearby a fireplace. The only fireplace I know is the office. Both of these figures can be found by choosing the right door at the start and guiding Stanley to the cargo room. Large room, lots of boxes. Second is found in the cargo room. Huh. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
With the bucket, you need to press on to be happy. Without the bucket, you need to press off. Okay. I see, alright.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Here.
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've
Yay!
nearly gotten all of the Figler
I know where
and
the
the
last
rings.
one
Very
is.
soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then.
Yes, we will
different
be.
in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Okay. That was it. They actually made this easier. Vent. The vent ending. Because I can't get the other one. I need to do that all over again. Let's go through this ending quickly. That was the ending?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense.
Sounds like someone is addicted
There's
to a
no
bucket.
explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in
So the
my
endings
arms.
change when I'm holding the bucket? Is that what
Why
they're implying?
everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
Monetize it.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
The bucket is a cursed
This
item.
is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
This has become a horror thing. I'm scared.
Camporata.
What? I don't do this. I'm scared. The bucket changes all endings. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, I took off the headset. This is scary sound. I'm scared. Okay, is it done? Please tell me it's done. Okay. 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 I don't want to look at that. It was so scary. Okay.
My God, the bumpscosity in here is absolutely overwhelming. 1,000? Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
The bucket
But
changes all
Stanley had felt the
endings.
bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was
How
it
many? I've
Never
unlocked
mind.
most of the endings,
The
if not
bucket was
all,
wrong.
right? But
Stanley
I just
took
want...
the door on his left to go
I'm just
back
after
to
the
meeting
figurines
room.
and we're done.
No.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. Yeah, good,
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
It's here, right?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Oh.
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well,
Oh my goodness. Come
I
on, just
think
let
we
me
have to do
through.
something about it. This misunderstanding could
With
have
that
dire
bucket, there are about
consequences on the
20 new
entire
endings
rest of
out,
the
but
game
don't need
if
to
not
do this
addressed
today.
quickly.
I won't.
So much
I'm
of
only
the
after
impact
the
of the story
figure.
is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
I want the door. Should I not bring the bucket to be able to get that last figurine? Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need
just
to
give me the
know about what
figure.
is or is not
Yeah, the
a
nurse said,
bucket.
oh my goodness.
Okay, let's begin.
Did we? I didn't catch that.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct.
Huh?
It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay.
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Correct.
What?
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
No, you're not a bucket. What is that?
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Yes. I made a mistake.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Can I leave? No, they won't let me leave. This is it. I'm stuck here forever.
Is this a bucket? Correct.
Huh?
This is a bucket.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Item 6.
No.
Is this a bucket?
No, no, no.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? I am very confused. Two correct, one wrong.
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Come on, finish it up already. I should have went straight ahead.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket.
Oh, I
we
should have
both
pressed...
know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket.
I
Which
should
of
have
course
pressed
is
the
not
check
true.
mark. I
Unless-
made a mistake.
Is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Me too.
I've lost all sense of perspective.
Let
What
me
is
out!
a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
You might be.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I
Bucket.
can't have that. I'm sorry.
Above
But I'm
everything.
going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No!
Here we go.
But bucket. No! But
What
bucket.
happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
It's a
Oh
bucket.
my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're
No.
not a bucket either.
It's because
So
we're
this
buckets.
is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
No, we're gone because
Yes,
we're buckets.
I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity
We're
on
not
that
in the
issue,
game
but
anymore
it doesn't change
because
the fact that we
we're
haven't got a
buckets.
game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets,
Puzzle
okay?
game man.
And we'll
Reminds
know
me of
that
the
it's
newest
all a
FNAF
bucket.
game.
But if you run into
Puzzle
anyone
game
else,
man?
maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
We're done? Okay. Okay, we're done.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around.
Okay, so we're going.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the
Wait,
meeting
maybe
room.
I wasn't
But
supposed
Stanley
to pick
had
up the
felt
bucket.
calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
No.
And here it was.
I
Had the
can't
bucket
hold the
turned
bucket
out to
while
be
getting
correct?
the
Was
last
no,
one?
never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left
It's not
to go
easy.
back to the meeting room.
Oh my
No.
goodness.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go
What if
somewhere
I
else.
restarted?
The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not
Okay.
question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, but Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend.
Okay.
So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Okay, that is the bucket death ending. You're welcome. No more buckets.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It's the same thing.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yes, I did. Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Hurry up.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Yes,
I
only
realize that
Bucket is
investing
friend.
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look,
No
let me
buckets.
prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it.
Yay!
Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements,
Yes.
you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
Yes.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all.
I am
but
proud
that would
too.
be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here.
We're done.
And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
That was it. 5th annual subcompetitive. Okay, I guess. I feel so empty. I don't have the bucket with me. I feel so empty.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Fine.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The
Come on,
problem
let
is
me
all
out.
these choices. The two of us
What
always
if-
trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop.
Come on, let me out.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
What? Okay. I'm out. Show me what you want to show me.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place... No, wait. Where are you going?
Nope. 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 Nope.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Okay, let's just finish this. We're done. We're done. I got my
Please,
figures.
no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take
I'm
this from
done.
me.
I have accomplished
Please,
what
Stanley,
I wanted
no!
to.
Oh,
I got my figurines.
no.
I don't have my
No,
bucket.
no, what are you
Nothing
doing,
is
Stanley?
meaning. There's no
Please,
meaning
I'm
to
asking
this.
you
I feel
not
so
to take this
empty.
away from me. I can't go back to what I was
feel so
before.
empty.
If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Because there's no point. I got nothing out of these figures.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Restart?
My
No, I
God.
will not do that.
Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
Yes.
You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Yes.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
What is this? I feel like I should be saying something
Or
comforting.
maybe you're just
Why?
getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
No.
I just
You're
wanted us
fine.
to get along.
I just don't have my
But I
bucket
guess that
time
was
like
too much
this.
to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Yes.
Well, this one is yours.
I'm sad. I don't have my bucket with me. My bucket should... They don't allow buckets in this area. There is no purpose. I need my bucket with me. Goodbye.
Is it over?
Yes, it's over.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Okay. We'll do a true ending now. I mean, not the true ending. But I'll try to go to that ending without the bucket. And that's how we're gonna end this. Oh, oops. Yeah. Is it mirror? The balloon's gone. Is it mirror? The balloon's gone. What?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things.
Why?
It's those figurines. Those figglers.
What?
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
I guess.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
When Stanley found the collectibles. Now remembering. So this is the figurine ending? The memory zone. So you're directing me down here. Okay. Phone, boxes.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
That's it? I got 7. That's it. What's going on?
And here was the second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own just by poking around behind the boss's office. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Oh, this way. Okay. Under stairs.
Okay, let's do a
bosses
little
bathroom.
quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
I know it's this one.
No. The boss's bathroom was the 4th place you found a Figanli, not the 3rd. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that
Was
they
I
all
wrong?
just sort of blend together, don't they?
The
You know
narrator
what?
doesn't
If
know
the
Akari
boss's
checked,
bathroom
he did and
feels
used
like
the
the
guide.
3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
I only used the
Let's
guide
see,
for the
what
last
came
2.
next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
Did we?
Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
I don't remember anything. There's nothing here. Okay. You took the one under the stairs first. Well, okay. I am forgetful as I am, so can't be helped. There's
This was the
other one.
5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
What? It's mini stand number 5. Oh, it was number 5. Hi, Sakura, it's okay. Thanks for watching. That's it. Credits. All by the narrator. Best boy narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Where do you want me to go now? There you are. Okay. There's no other way. Okay.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figly and I thought to myself, yes, that's
Hi.
all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh. Hi, Eli. I'm doing okay. I'm just doing this last ending before I end this game. I'm overtime because you are in.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
That's it. How was the ending? That was it.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Are we seriously doing this? Are we seriously doing this?
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going, I want more.
Okay.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
They said there's supposed to be a skip narrator
Yes,
button.
I love
Where is
that
it?
video.
What if I want to skip narrator? Is there a skip button? That's my favorite part. I like the skip button part.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
I thought you'd finished the game while the credit have shown just now. I thought that too, but well, that's it.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Okay. Let's go to this one. Is there something here? They locked it because I made the wrong answer. Okay. There you are.
This was our second Figly. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
And the first
This is it.
one.
The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the Figlarines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Can you collect them all? The Stanley collectibles.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Okay.
And
That's
before
it?
everything else, there was your office.
That's it.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
Okay.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Okay. I guess that was the
Yes,
ending.
I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion,
Oh my
even if he was
goodness.
a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore.
No more
Oh, but he
Stanley.
truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This
my goodness.
is the story of a man named Stanley.
That's it? Oh my goodness. I think I can end it here. Yeah, the balloons are gone.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's the opening backwards. You feel... Yeah, well, kinda tired, but let's see. It's the same. I think we can end it here. No, wait, there's one last thing I wanted to do. What? I feel like I saw some... No. I want to see the ending of the on button without the bucket. I'll do that and then I'm off.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
God, I'm obsessed. I just wanna...
Yet there was not a
normal.
single person here either.
Everything's
Feeling
back
a
to
wave
normal.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
2845.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Nobody cares.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
I shall be back. I will leave the music playing while I grab some water.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
That was quicker than I thought! That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, Akari. Wait, that was a hilarious narration. Okay. Okay, that was quicker than I thought. I thought it would take long enough while I grabbed a glass of water. But we're done. I just wanted to see that that other ending. The one ending I haven't unlocked. The one ending I haven't unlocked without the bucket, because I unlocked it with the bucket. This is how we end my Stanley Parable stream. 40 minutes after I said I was going to end it.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
It just feels so empty if I ended it there. So we're going to end it at this ending. This one ending I haven't unlocked.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
But I don't have my
the
bucket.
strength to find out?
It's different without the bucket.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Freedom meant nothing. There is no freedom. I have no bucket to scream in.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe.
I have no
bucket
bucket to scream in.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
All this time?
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Impossible! No.
No.
It can't be.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
I don't
his
accept.
Own life in someone else's control?
Never.
Never. It was
Never.
unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Is this
Had
possible?
he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I spent 3 hours on new
But here was
content.
the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking,
Okay.
eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes!
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
What does that mean?
How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Yay!
Now
okay.
this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a
are we
shame
gonna
we have
do?
so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. What all this means.
2 minutes?
I barely know where to start.
I'm just gonna sit
What's
here
that?
for 2 minutes.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
What does that
Other
mean?
times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
That's the only purple button.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
I'm trying to press the buttons.
Just you being blown to pieces.
Goodbye?
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oops. I died. That was it? What happens if I press all the buttons?
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
I'm sorry, I'm really curious.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There's no way to solve it, that's the joke. Oh, okay. Then I guess I can end it here. We shall end it here.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping him coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, we'll end it here in this little bathroom. Okay, we shall end it here. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Okay, we'll end it here. Okay, I think this is a good way to end it. Thank you all so much for watching me finish the Stanley Parable. New content, Stanley Parable 2. It's Stanley Parable 2. And that was fun. I enjoyed it. Yes, thank you. Also, crimes and being rich sounds like GTA. Yeah, it does. It's the kind of life I wished I had. Maybe I will be. Who knows? But that's for another time. Thank you all for joining me today. My next stream, yeah, you enjoyed it? I it was fun as well to play it with everyone. My next stream, I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow, but my next sure stream is on Thursday. I'll be continuing my Minecraft because wait, I'll play the music while I'm here. Lore offered to help finish my iron farm, so I'm gonna do that on Thursday. You can look forward to that. If anything changes tomorrow, I will let you know, but for now I'm up. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you all at the next stream. Otsu Akari. Bye.